It's Christian time!
Hey guys, it's Christian Patiana. Today I'm going to show you some tips on big cube methods, reduction and yaw. With the 4x4, I start with 2 centers. I usually start with the white center. But I also have these 3 right here. What I could do, I could just insert this last one like this. But I could also preserve this pair like this. So I can create this bar right here. And then do a D prime. Then move this up. And then that preserves this bar. And then now I can create my centers as usual. Now, your edges. You always want to have it on the left side. Usually what I like to do is that the first center I make could be a cross color. Like an example, if you start on yellow, it could be a cross color. But what I like to do is that I just like white as my cross color. So I have this edge already paired. It was just made in the process. So I'll pair it in. Now I'll find another one. This blue and this blue. And then I'll go ahead and then put it where they can pair like this. And then you don't want to do a rotation then. You just want to, if it's gonna, of course, do this, which you don't want. So I just move the cube. And then I look for other ones, like this one right here. What pro speed cubes would do, so that they would do it without looking at it, but it's just kind of a beginner's method. Then next, I just find a bar or this 3 colored, like this. And then when I do, I just find this one right here. And I move this, so it's like this. And then I'm gonna do this. Make sure it's like this. And then with this second center, and then I find these 2 diagonal. What I like to do is that I move this like this. I move this twice. Then I do a U prime. Then I do another thing. Next, what you want to do is that you want to align these centers like this. These 3 right here, and then this one right here. Then just do the same. Now you can run something where it's not even possible. So you want to do this algorithm. White R, U2, white R prime, white L, U2, white R prime. So it does, when you do the algorithm, it does affect one of the edges. You could just reinsert it in. Like that. And let me fix up the centers. Okay. Like I said, it messes up the center. So after you made these, you also want to check if the centers are oriented. So it's not in the correct color scheme. So what I do is U2, or UW2, M2, UW2, so it's flipped. Or you could just do white R prime and turn these. But it does affect one of the edges. And then you're gonna have to insert it. So after you got this, after you're done with the centers, you want to pair this edge together like this. So if it's right here, you can just pair. If it's like this, I could just do an R2. But there's a flipping algorithm I'll show you later on in the video. After you made your cross, you will never look for the bottom for centers again. Like what you do with reduction, you do these first, then you do these next. Now this is for pros. So what you want to do is slice. Then you just put the edge. I like to find the edge that's here and then insert it. And then I don't go back, and then I don't slice back. And then I just look for another edge look around, then I do that. And then I just, pair all the other edges. Yeah, you think I'm going too fast, but don't worry, I'll make sure to walk you through this. This is actually going to be a beginner's method tutorial on how to do yaw and reduction tips. Right now I just did a couple of yaw tips. Now I'll do some reduction tips for big cubes. Now I'll teach you all the parity arcs and everything, so you can solve your first big cube. I also have a reduction method tutorial. You check that out. Alright, let's get started. So with the big cube like this, with the reduction method, you could build the centers one by one. That's what I do. But if you're used to yaw, I'll show you what to do next after you build the white and yellow centers. So I'll just go ahead and do this. I like to start with the middle bars and then the outer bars, inner and outer bars. Work your way in and out. Whatever you do creates the center. I don't care. Okay. And then I'm working on my yellow center. This one's a bit harder because you gotta know where you place it, because it could mess up the white center. So you want to be very careful. I don't have a full method for 6x6 reduction method, but if you go ahead and check it out, it's also in the description below. This is for yaw method. If you use 6x6 and then use yaw, and then if it's too hard, you're at the right place. So go ahead and build my center. Almost done. One more line to finish. If you're a pro cuber, you'll probably be done by now, but anyway, so if you're a yaw, you do not want to build the next edge. What you want to do is that you just want to build the centers. I know it sounds like a beginner's method. I'll tell you right now. This is the reduction method. It just reduces the 6x6 to the regular Rubik's Cube. And if you don't know how to solve a regular Rubik's Cube, there's also going to be tutorials for that too, for pros and beginners. So just do what you normally do with yaw. Once you build the first center, I like to start with it like this, and then I find the other piece. Just look around, and then if it's right here, yeah. So when you get to this point, you'll be all great. Now I had to mess up this. Here. Here's how it tricks. So I find the bar with the most color on it. This in case it's green. So what I do is then I find the green bar, which is this one right here. Then I take the green bar out. Then I do an F, and then I find the piece that goes to it. Then after I do that, I put this one back like this, and then I put the bar back. Now I repeat for all of them. Now with these ones, if there's 3 of them, you could just find a corner. Now if this end is built, you just do with what you're doing for white R, U2, white R prime. Then you know what to do. Build the other centers until you get to the center commutators step. Center commutators is actually quite hard because you need to know which piece goes where. I like to start corners first, then edges, then and the inner edges. This piece would go here. This is what I would do to this. If this video gets at least 10 views, then I'll do a tutorial. Then I'll do a tutorial, an example tutorial. So after you get all the corners, you want to get these edges right here. So these are, I like to call them center edges. So you find the one that you want to flip, this one right here and this one right here. So this will be 2R2. This will be OMR2. This will be in IMR2. So these are not real, but I just made them up. So watch. IMR2, OMR2, U prime, and then just do, hold on, IML2, then UMR2 prime. I messed that up. And then just do that. You wanna do IMR2, U prime, OML2, U, IMR2 prime, U. Then yeah, just repeats. And then you get to these ones right here. So basically I have more than just one. But you want to align it specifically. Do not align it like this or this. You want to do this. So you want to line it in a way like this. You want to do OMR2, U, OML2 prime, U prime, and then repeat that. So now you get to something called edge pairing. Edge pairing is what you do on 4x4, but without the free slice. So what you do on Yao, you could just do a slice like this, but with reduction V's, do a free slice. And then we just don't do the slice. You could pair up 4 edges, and then you could pair up 4 edges and then up here, and then you could just do a Z2. To me, I think that's disgusting doing a cube rotation. That's why I do Yao. But since 6x6 is a lot harder cube to solve, I just use it. So after I pair up all the 4 edges on both sides, I pair solved edges. Then I just pair the rest of the edges. And look for unsolved edges. And then the rest is just a 3x3. That's what it means by reducing it into a 3x3. And then, yeah, basically just solving the cube. But I don't use reduction. But if you are a beginner, then you might use reduction. Parity, OLL, and so yeah, I'll show you how to do this on a big cube when I have in my hand. The first thing is that you want to find the edge that you want to pair. So this blue and yellow one looks good to pair. So what I do is that I find edges that have blue and yellow. Since it's not time to slice it, it's under here. Instead of doing cube rotation, just do this, and then I slice like this, so it's paired. And then I found another one. So instead of doing this actually messes up the centers. So I do U prime, R prime. Then I come up, and then I put it right here so it could go in here. Then L prime, U, L, so it could pair. Then after I do this, don't slice back. You want to pair as many edges as you want. So you can get a case where this edge is not flipped. So this is called So you need a flipping out to do this. And yes, I promised I'd do it. So here's the flipping algorithm. R, U, R prime, F, R prime, F prime, R. So now after you flip the edge, you could go ahead and pair it. Then just continue on like this. I'll show you the other case called Parity after we get all the edges flipped. I accidentally gave myself Parity. So what I do when I have Parity is I fix the centers and do the Parity algorithm. Later in the video, I'll show you both Parity algorithms. So after I do two edges, once again, I look for another edge that's to be good. I don't. Okay, back to this. So I just find the edge and then keep pairing it like this. So let me show you something. If it's like this, they're on the same color, that means you get parity. So you just want to use the flipping algorithm. Find a piece. Let's flip if it's like that. Do one more edge. Then keep doing it until you get all of them paired. So after I get all of them paired, you can now pair more edges. So yes, this is a cube rotation, which to me is very disgusting. Of course. So where will I pair edges right here? So you could get this as well, which these are two. So of course I pair them up like this. Then I find another edge to work with. This one. And then I finish the edge, put it right there, find another edge to work with. This one right here. This is the orange and white edge. I like to work with that. I'm going to work with that. And then So after I paired 4 edges, which I'm almost done with, and then after that, I of course give back the center. Then I replace it with only 2 unsolved edges. Then I look over here. Then I look to see if there's any edges. This blue and orange are going to be. There's another orange one. Flip. Then the pairs. Then do another one. Then put the centers back. Fix more edges. And then after I get them onto place, of course I pair. But if there's only 3 edges left, I'd just like to take one out. And then I come back to this edge right here and then pair it. Now we have. Then after I pair up all 4 another 2 edges, we have last 2 edges. So with the last 2 edges, you could flipping algorithm. This one's actually for Yao. What I do is that I just do U and then flipping algorithm. And then, yeah, you're basically done. Now, if you case keyworded, this is parity. Parity can lead you into an impossible case on 0 3. So this is what I call a parity problem. This entire ridge is flipped, then it's just parity. But I like to call it parity problem. And then I fix it in a different algorithm, of course. I'll show you where I learned that parity algorithm. For now, let's do the parity algorithm. I'll tell you some more things about YAO too. Alright, here's the alg. So, you're going to have this in the position. Then we're going to do white R, U2, X. We're going to go down. White R, U2, white R, U2. Then we're going to do 4 white R, U2, white L, U2, white R prime, U2, white R, U2, white R prime, U2, and then white R prime. Yes, this is a kind of a long algorithm, but you'll eventually learn it. So after you got the whole cube edges paired, you just solve the rest like a 3x3. Now, if you don't know how to solve a 3x3, you could just check out some tutorials how to solve 3x3. There's J-perm, there's Z3 cubing. I originally learned the 3x3 on How to Weekly with the beginner's method. Then I had Z3 cubing and J-perm and Brody the Cuber. Learn the rest. So, since I know to look all, I'm gonna do this. I know it's a beginner's method thing, but it's helpful to cube. Now this is not a recognizable case, which is called PLL Parity. Now, as I mentioned before, OLL Parity or Parity, they had this entire edge flip. Beginners would just, of course, break their cube. I wouldn't do that. So, take that algorithm that I taught you and then put all the moves into 3R wide. So that would look like 3R wide, U2, X. I always do 3R wide, U2, 3R wide, U2, 3R wide prime, U2, 3L wide, U2, 3R wide prime, U2, 3R wide prime, U2, 3R wide prime, U2, 3R wide prime. Now, if that seemed a little too fast, I'll have every OLL parity every parity case in the description below. So, after you solve the cube, you're left with, what a surprise, PLL Parity. Here's the alg for it. 2R2, U2, 2R2, 3UW2, 2R2, 3UW2, then, yeah. So that was probably a whole tutorial, but there were some tips in the way too, like the parity algorithm. So anyways, if you want to buy the 6x6, this is not an MGC, but it's YJ. Go to SpeedCube Shop or thecubicle.com to buy this cube. Says it right there, SpeedCube Shop, that's where I got it. Anyways, if this helped you get to the end, I'll make sure there are some tutorials and parity algorithms in the description below. So thank you. This is Christian Pontiano signing out. I'll catch you in the next video. Hey guys, it's Christian Pontiano. So before I end this video, I'm gonna tell you something. So we're gonna have something new next week, which is gonna be called Nicholas DIY. So Nicholas DIY will have, of course, Rubik's Cube tutorials that I do not know how to do, like assemble a 4x4. He's been doing that since yesterday. So Nicholas DIY, do it yourself. Like practice race yourself. Draw yourself. Do the world by yourself. You know. This is going to be next week, okay? It's not going to be today. It's not going to be tomorrow. Next week, we'll be starting this new thing. So anyways, if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. So thank you. I'll catch you in the next video. If this video gets 10 views, I'll start Nicholas DIY. Okay, bye guys.